Hi guys, welcome to another 12 Days of Christmas in July video. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a gift for someone. For me it's really simple and easy, but it's just a hat or toboggan, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to be using the Loom knit. I don't know if you guys know how to use one of these, but they're really easy. I find them much easier to use than trying to knit the old-fashioned way. I do know how to knit the old-fashioned way, and so I can compare the two, and this is so much easier. But for this, what you're going to need is you're going to need the green Loom. I don't know if it has a different size, but it's the one that basically, if you put it on your head, it does kind of come down to here. Basically, big enough to fit your head, because what we're knitting will actually be smaller than this, and it'll expand and go over your head. So you're going to need that one. A pair of scissors. You're going to need the Loom. We'll call it a hook. And some yarn that is, let's see, what kind is this? Super bulky. So you want the thicker yarn. They have some looms out there for the thinner yarn. I don't have one of those, so I'm going to use this one, and it works much better with the super chunky yarn, or super bulky yarn. So I'm going to use this. That's what we're going to need to get started, so I'm going to get it started and be back with you. Okay guys, so here's how I start this. You may do it a different way, I don't know, but this is just how I do it, so that's how I'm going to show it to you. But I just take one end of my yarn, the loose end, and leave myself a little bit of length, and I wrap it around this little hook here, and I hold on to that. Then I take the other end, and I'm going to wrap it around like this. Okay, and on the first one, I'm going to push that one all the way down. So we're going around. Don't make it too tight, but don't make it really loose. Just sort of lay it on there and push it down. We're going to do this all the way around. Okay guys, so now we've done one layer all the way around. We're back to where we started. On this turn, you want to go over it and stay on the top. So we're going back all the way around again, but we're just going to stick to the top part of the knob here. Okay, so I'm going all the way around there, and I will get back to you in just a second. Okay guys, so now that I've gone all the way around the bottom and the top, I'm going to start here behind my pieces of string so I can let go of this. And I'm just going to take the bottom one with my hook and pull it up and over, and then push this down. Okay, now I can let go of this, and I'm going to do the same thing in this one. Pull up and over. Same thing here, up and over. Push them down. Up and over. All the way around. And this will be the first layer. So I'm going to keep doing this, and then I will come back to show you the next step. Okay guys, so you can see I've gone all the way around with that last stitch and did it, and then I've wrapped around the knobs again, and that's what you do. Just you keep doing that. It's very repetitious over and over again, so that we start on the next row just pulling the bottom one up over the top one and sliding it down all the way around. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to build the brim of the hat. So I'm going to keep working it this way until I get a good length of the fabric done. So maybe that much length, so 6 to 8 inches. Basically you're going to need to think folded in half is going to be the width of your brim. So if it's 6 to 8 inches, you're going to have a 3 to 4 inch brim on your hat. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to work over and over again until I get that length of the hat done. And then I'll be back and show you what to do with the rim of the hat at that point. Okay guys, so I have this much done, and now we're going to make the brim of the hat. And to do that, it's really easy. This is our starting point here, basically where that nub is, so you can use that to guide you. And the best you can, try to line up this end with the top here. And then what we're going to do is slip one of these stitches back over the other knob. So all the way around, we're just going to take and slip one of the stitches back. And as you can see what it's kind of doing, it's kind of creating this folded over part of our hat. So I'm going to really quickly do that all the way around and come back and show you what we do next. Okay? Okay guys, so as you can see, I've gone all the way around and folded it back over, looping one of the bottom stitches back on top. Let me show you. Just like how we've been doing our stitches. The piece that we started with that was originally tied there, I untied it and pulled it through there so that we'll use this later, so don't clip it off. Okay, and now to create the brim of the hat, which is this will be the part that lays against your forehead and your head. All we've got to do now to attach these is again take the bottom one and pull it over the top one and push it down. So now we're just going back to regular stitches by just doing that. And then after we get all those done, we'll go back to taking this and winding it and doing the stitches like that. So back to normal stitching after you get this folded up, and you'll do that for a while. I would say until it looks like your hat is big enough. I can't really tell you measurements at this point because everybody's head is different. My head is bigger than Spencer or John or Ashley's head, so you're going to have to be the judge of that. But basically keep working on it until your hat is big enough to cover the head of the person you're working on. And after you get to that point, I will show you how to finish it off in just a minute. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've got it to the length that I want, including this bit up here around the top. So now we're going to start taking it off. And what we need for this is we need a yarn needle. This came with the kit, but you can buy these separately, so you need one of those. And on my yarn here, here's where it ended, and I'm going to pull off a bit here so that I can have some, so a good length of string before I cut it. And then this is the part we're going to thread onto our needle and try to, there we go. Okay, now what we're going to do is, working the same way that we were stitching, we want to push all of these up to the top. It just makes it easier for me. Okay. And then working the same direction that we were doing our stitches, you want to take your needle and go in that little groove there, grab the yarn and pull it off and pull your thread through it. And you want to do that all the way around until you have the whole thing off of the loom but stuck on this string. So I'm going to do that and then I will get back. Okay guys, once you have it pulled off of the loom and on this string, you want to turn it inside out. And then we're going to take the string that we've got it tied to and just begin gently pulling, sort of like a drawstring, to get it all close together. And again, this is how I do it. If you do it differently, that's okay too, however you want to do it. But pulled in tight, and we have this little hole here. And at this point is where I start sewing this hole together. Just like that. And I try to make sure I sew from all sides. Kind of getting all 4 sides, and then I start tying it off. A nice tug there. Maybe one more. Then tie it off. Okay, and now that that's knotted a few times, my last little bit, I just want to run my string through. Okay, and then I will cut it off. Okay, and then we have this piece down here that we left from the beginning. We want to do the same with that piece, so we'll just take our needle again and we'll thread it onto our needle. And then we'll go in here, see it's coming from that way. We'll just go in here a few places and tie it off. Now I run it down a few knots. There we go. Okay. And I'll try to push the knot inside, and we can clip that off. So there we go. Okay guys, so there we go. We're finished with it. You can turn it back right side out, and we're finished with our hat / toboggan, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe. We have lots of things on it each year that are interesting, between craft stuff and daily vlogs and just all sorts of cool stuff. So click the ding-along bell so you can be notified when we do upload a new video, and I will see you in the next one.